Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to say that this video is sponsored by Charlotte Tilbury. I have used Charlotte Tilbury products for a really long time. I remember one of my first events in London was a Charlotte Tilbury event. I'm just super excited. So I am going to show you how to create a really gorgeous makeup using all Charlotte Tilbury products, and I'm also going to show you a little bit of the skincare as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is clip my hair out the way with a curly sew today. I'm going to get my fringe. And then the first product I'm going to use, it is a throwback. I don't know if you guys remember, but ages ago when this first launched, I did a video on this sheet mask. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Magic Facial Dry Sheet Mask. It is so cool. You get it in this little resealable pouch, and it is a dry sheet mask. So this is what we're going to do first. We're starting the morning with a pamper. So it says here, unfold your sheet mask and you place the pink side onto cleansed skin. You unfold it. You've got the kind of white side, and then you've got the pink side that's got the Charlotte Tilbury logo embossed in it. So what we're going to do, this is hilarious. I've used this on planes before and I definitely got some funny looks. Look at this. Beautiful. And then what you do is you gently massage on top to activate your dry sheet mask, and you leave it on for 15 minutes. So I'm going to go and chill. I'm going to go make a coffee. But this, for me, is so genius because a lot of sheet masks, they're wet and they're messy, right? But this one, you can literally chuck it on. I'm giving it a gentle rub, and that just activates the mask, and then you literally just leave it on for 15 minutes. It's so easy. I remember when I went to the event for this, Charlotte was saying that this is perfect for before you're doing your makeup for a night out or for a big event. She uses this on her clients before they're doing red carpet. I'm pretty obsessed with it because it's dry, because you can literally shove that on and do your hair. You can shove that on and do what I'm going to do. I'm going to go make a coffee right now. Genius. So I will see you back here in 15 minutes. That was great. That was like a little break from working. I'm going to take this off. Wow. And what's left is super plump, hydrated skin. And something really cool about this mask is you can actually reuse it up to 3 times. When you put it back in the resealable pouch, just make sure it's dry and you're good to go. So again, amazing for traveling. Okay, let's continue our skincare. The next product I'm going to go in with is the Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. I've been using this, you can see actually, I've been using this to death. I've been using it morning and night. I'm going to pop 1 dropper in my hands, rub my hands together, and then I'm going to pat that serum onto my skin. And it's called the Tilbury Tap. Tap, tap, tap the product in. This just wakens up your skin. I've been reading up on the ingredients in this. I've spoke about this in other videos actually. I feel like an ingredients junkie now. I'm really learning. So the serum has niacinamide, which is amazing for smoothing out the skin, and it's really nice for acne prone skin. There's golden vitamin C, so it's vitamin C that's been infused with gold, so it's really gentle on the skin, but you're still going to get that glow and the brightness that vitamin C gives. There's also polyglutamic acid, which is 4 times more hydrating than your hyaluronic acid, so it really does plump the skin and hydrate the skin really intensely from when you first put it on, but then over time as well. To continue the prep of our skin, I'm going to use Charlotte's Magic Cream. This is one of the products that Charlotte launched with. It is a staple in a lot of makeup artist kits. It just gives a really gorgeous base for makeup. One of the things that Charlotte always says is when you've got a gorgeous canvas, you'll have a beautiful painting. So I'm just going to rub my Magic Cream on. Got it in my hair. It's a really lovely dewy moisturiser, perfect for underneath makeup for a nice glowy base. And then while I do the rest of my makeup, I'm going to chuck on the Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. This is like a serum for your lips. So it's got all the kind of active ingredients that a serum does, but in the comfort of a nice oil. I love using this with lipstick to make it a little bit more sheer or make it a little bit more glossy. It's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start with skin. I've got a product here that I have used a million times that I love so much. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I've got the shade 3 here, but I also really love the shade 5. They're quite different, but you can see that this one's almost like a highlighting shade for me, and then 5 is a little bit deeper. So I'm actually going to go in with both. I'm going to go in with shade 3 in the high points of my face, like so, and a little bit in the centre. And then I'm going to go in with number 5, just underneath that. You can see it's almost a little bit closer to my skin tone. I love the big doe foot applicator as well. There we go. With the Hollywood Flawless filter, you can wear it just by itself if you're just wanting a really nice glow to your skin, but I love it underneath my foundation just to give me an extra special glow. And I just think my skin looks super hydrated and dewy when I wear this first. But you can see it's just such a beautiful product. For the foundation, we're going to go in with the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I am the shade 7. This, for me, is a perfect match. And then we're just going to buff that in. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Complexion Brush. And this is a really gorgeous medium to full coverage foundation. I like building it right up. It's really beautiful. And it's really, really long lasting. All day, all night wear. But I wore this over the weekend and I put it on my Instagram stories, and I have never had so many DMs asking what foundation I was wearing. But I'm just using the brush in nice small circles, buffing that foundation in, bringing it down my neck, making sure I'm getting my ears. And because of the skin prep we've done, our skin is looking super dewy with it. I like going over my lips a little bit, even with the lip oil on. The lip oil will still work underneath. Just building up the foundation in the centre of my face for a wee bit more coverage. For the concealer, I'm going to use the Magic Away Liquid Concealer in the shade number 6. And with this one, you give it a little twist. And then I'm just going to use a little bit under my eyes, just patting that on. And then I like to do the centre of my face. I've got a little blemish here, cover that up. My forehead as well. And I'm just going to pat that out with the same brush. This concealer is a really lovely consistency. It's a little bit thicker, so you don't need that much. But wherever you put it, it really does cover, and it's super long lasting as well. And this brush is the perfect size for doing your base, and you can actually just use it to do your concealer as well. This is my favourite Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I use number 2, and I'm going to use this under my eyes to set them just now. So I like to use nice patting motions. I have used this powder for the longest time. Another way you can use this powder that is pretty flawless is if you use a wet sponge to apply it. There we go. So I've just powdered the centre of my face. I've powdered down any blemishes just so they're not shining, but I've still got doing this at the side of my face. For the bronzer, I am so excited because this is brand spanking new. This is the Airbrush Bronzer, and it's described as a matte bronzing filter for the face and body. It is huge. So just for reference, this is the bronzer here and this is the powder. The component is stunning and it's actually refillable, so you can pop out the bronzer and you can buy refills for it. But this, if you can imagine the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder as a bronzer, this is it. The most lovely, buildable bronzer. I'm using the shade number 3, and I'm just gonna start at the back of my cheekbones. And just using a brush, I'm bronzing up my usual spots, which is my hairline and my cheekbones. I'm just going underneath my jawline as well, and then round my nose. Now I'm going to go in with some blush. This is the Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow Blusher in the shade Pillow Talk. And you've got your darker colour around the perimeter, and then you've got the lighter, kind of more highlighting blush in the centre. So I'm just going to sweep my brush over both. I'm just going to tap that on and then blend it out. And I like to keep my blush super high just because I think it lifts my whole face. And then I'm also going to bring that on my nose. I feel like I'm just going to finish my skin now, so I'm going to go in with the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I'm sure that this is my first ever Charlotte Tilbury purchase, and it was way back when I did makeup on clients. I saw my friend, a fellow makeup artist, had it and I was obsessed. And I have the limited edition collection from Christmas, just as gorgeous as ever. Proper cult Charlotte Tilbury classic. So I'm going to go first in with the Sculpt, and I'm just going to bring that down my cheekbones. And a wee touch around the hairline as well. And then I'm going to go in with the highlighting part. And this is like a candlelit glow. It's not like a beaming highlighter, but if I can explain it in any way, it's like a red carpet highlight. It is so soft, but it's still like super finely milled, which is really nice. And just on the tops of my cheeks. And then I love to apply the highlighter just above the brow as well. And then using a tiny little brush, I'm just gonna Tin Man my nose. And then I'm just gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer brush, but I'm gonna use the powder, and I'm just gonna do a really light set all over my face. Now that skin's finished, I'm gonna jump off camera and do my brows, and I'll be right back and we'll do our eyes. Brows are done, and I just popped my little freckles on as well, but I'm going to zoom you in now and let's do our eyes. For my eyeshadow base, I'm actually going to use a little bit of the Magic Concealer, and I'm just going to tap that out with my finger, and this is going to give us a really lovely eyeshadow base. And when I was thinking about what to do for this look, I just spent ages on the Charlotte Tilbury Instagram page, and I just want to do something super sultry, like what she does, super sexy and feeling, like I said. I'm going to use the Bella Sophia palette, and I'm going to start off with the kind of more plummy colour, and we're going to use that in the crease first. And I'm just using that as my crease colour, and I'm blowing it out. Big smokies. The eyeshadows is really interesting because there's a lot of shimmer. I don't know if you guys saw one of my latest makeup tutorials, but I used one of the new Charlotte Tilbury palettes, and I just think there's something so amazing about using a shimmer in the crease. It just looks super elegant to me. I'm just applying that with my eyeshadow brush, buffing it into our concealer primer, and then lifting my brush up to smoke it out. And just the same as whenever I'm applying eyeshadow, I'm just using little amounts and really blending it out. I'm going to go under my eye with that colour just because with my green eyes I think it looks really nice. I'm going to skip the pop at the moment. I'm going to go in with the smoke, and we're going to smoke out the outer corner with the same brush. Honestly, I think the key to having a Charlotte Tilbury eye is using her products, because they just go on looking so sultry. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer brush with the new airbrush bronzer, which I'm leaving a link for you guys to sign up for because it's not available quite yet. But oh my goodness, it's worth the wait. And I'm using the bronzer just at the edge of my eye makeup to really fade it in. This is one of my favourite tricks. I'm going to go in with my finger and the Pop shade in the Bella Sophia palette, and I'm just going to apply it on my lid. And because we hadn't used any eyeshadow on this part of the eye already, the concealer is a really nice sticky base for this product. We're getting a really nice reflect from the glitter. I'm going to go back in with the Smoke shade in this palette, and I'm just going to apply it to the outer corners again, building it up a little bit more. To really kind of sultry this eye look up, I'm going to go in with the Rock & Co Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil. This is just in the shade Bedroom Black. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out my winged eyeliner, and then I'm going to smoke it out with the eyeliner brush. And I just realised that this is one of my brushes that has Mrs. Genevieve McCann engraved on it. This is what I used on my wedding day. So cute. Go back on myself first, and then I'm going to start to wing it out. I'm going to do one eye at a time, just so I've got the playtime of the pencil so it doesn't dry. And then once you go in with the brush, you can really wing it out. But because it's a pencil, it's got that really nice kind of smoky, like it's quite smudgy and sexy, isn't it? I'm going to build that up a little bit. And it's such an easy way to get a winged liner. I think I just feel more confident sometimes using a pencil. And I've kept it nice on the outer corner, nothing too heavy on the inside, so I'm going to do the same on the other side, hopefully. And then just to add to the thickness and the kind of drama of the top lash line, I'm going to tightline my waterline. So I'm just going to pop that pencil. It's super creamy, so it's actually not that bad. Usually I hate doing that. Just to kind of add to the smokiness, I'm going to go back in with the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm going to use this just over the top of the liner, and it just kind of melts it into the makeup a little bit more. Oh yes, good move. Then I'm going to use the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 mascara to get super chunky, thick black lashes. I just think that with this look it will be perfect. And this mascara really loads your lashes up. Like, look at the thickness, so good. And then I'm going to do the same to my bottom lashes as well. Usually I have to work quite hard to get my bottom lashes looking nice in that spidery way that I love so much, but this is doing it super easy. All we've got left to do on eyes is add our little inner corner highlight. I'm going to use the first shade in the palette, the lightest one, and I'm also going to use this to highlight my brow bone as well. I'm just going back in and blending one more time so it's nice and winged out. Time for lips. Oh, I love it. For lips, I'm going to use the classic Pillow Talk lipstick. And this was actually the first pink lipstick that I ever liked on myself. And then I'm also going to use the Lip Cheat in Hollywood Honey. So it's a little bit deeper, but I love a kind of slightly deeper lip liner with my lipsticks. And then I like to draw that lip liner onto the top lip a little bit, just so my top lip's a tiny bit darker. And then I'm going to go in with the Pillow Talk lipstick. Perfect, I think we're done. I even tried to do my hair kind of, you know, Charlotte Tilbury-esque, bedhead. I think that is a good Charlotte Tilbury face. So you guys, that is the finished look. I really enjoyed doing this. So many of these products I just love so much. I think the most exciting thing for me in this video is the fact that I'm working with Charlotte Tilbury. It's so exciting. I hope you guys really liked it. As always, I'm going to link everything that I used down below. I think just taking our time with the prep of the skin in true Charlotte Tilbury fashion, and then taking our time with the makeup application, I think it looks really, really nice. So let me know what you guys think down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Charlotte Tilbury for working with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! What? And it is... I've got my coffee. I'm very careful to sip it through the mask like this. Oh god, my hands are slippy. For a foundation, and the most... Oh god. Dog hair.